Yo, what up, family? How y'all doing today?
What's going on, bro?
Welcome
What's
to
going on,
Strong.
man?
Hey, look, welcome to Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong. I'm here with my brothers, Jaquari Armstrong and Damon Armstrong. Hey, we here with everyday people with everyday conversations because what we believe is everyday people make the world go around. Celebrities, politicians, and actors, and all of that, and sports stars, they are entertainment. So we giving you real deals with real conversations as much as and best we can. All right, well, how you doing today, Jaquari?
I'm good, man. Just maintaining myself, man, and holding my lane, brother. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, okay. What about you, Damon?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I have no complaints, bro. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying? Glad to be among the living.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we our special guest tonight, Mallory Harris. She's a working woman. So, she's getting herself together and she's gonna be coming on pretty soon. You know, what we're trying to do is she is Jaquari, one of Jaquari's co-workers. So Jaquari felt that she could give us some great feedback on her life and everything like that. You know what I mean? So we're looking forward to it. As soon as she checks on, we got her. So basically,
Did,
let's
did,
do some house cleaning,
did you
some
see the chat, bro?
housekeeping. All right?
Did you see the chat?
No, I didn't see anything yet.
She needs the link.
Tell her to go into her email. It's in her email.
All right.
StreamYard. Now, see, this is one thing about this. I love this because it's organic. You feel what I'm saying? It's organic in the sense that it's not perfect. We will be perfect eventually, but it's not perfect. What we're trying to do is get things squared away, and we've got look. We learn more with these little bumps in the road. You feel me? These little bumps in the road. But she's gonna be with us. But let me get some housekeeping together first. Look, this is Strong Perspective Podcast, and basically, this podcast concentrates on conversations with everyday people about everyday lives, the things that matter. We've been blessed with every guest that we've had on here, and with each other, where it's been meaningful conversations and the things going on and how we're doing things and what brought us to the point that we are today. You know what I mean? And I believe, me personally, believe that everyday people helps the world to rotate on its axis because
Hey,
we
Keith.
make decisions. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to bother you, man. Could you send her the link
I
again?
found it. It's in my trash.
No. She said she found it. She should be good in a second.
It's in my
All
trash.
right, hey, tell her we're gonna clown her when she come on here.
Hey, my brother Keith said we're gonna clown you when you come on.
Huh?
My brother Keith said we're gonna clown you when you come on.
But let me just finish this. What we need you to do is go to our channel by the same name of the podcast. Go to our channel and subscribe. Have your friend subscribe. Our step is we want to reach 1,000. That's the first step in our process. Because once we reach that 1,000, we're going to be thrown into a situation where more people like yourselves are going to be able to listen to us, hear the conversations, and relate to whatever we're talking about. Now, one thing about it is we're three smart, intelligent people, highly intelligent, right? But the one thing we understand is we don't know everything. So that makes us even more intelligent than that because we're willing to learn. You know what I'm
Definitely,
saying?
definitely. Yeah.
You know,
And
guys, what
if
what
you're
what do you
willing
think?
to, if you're willing to look at cute cats play with a ball of yarn, I know you can spend some time with us.
That's
Even if
it.
you don't spend no time with us, like and subscribe. That's all we need. That is all we
Listen,
need.
listen. I tell you what. Me and Jaquar were joking earlier, right? Well, Damon,
What's
do
up?
you have something to say before I go into my spills?
Go ahead, man. Handle your business. I'm doing my homework right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay. Well, me and Jaquar were joking earlier, right? And we are like, yo, man, we should get on here. Like, man, y'all owe us. We've been your friends forever.
Right.
Give us subscribe. Give us subscribe. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro. We enjoy ourselves, and our main goal is to reach as many people as possible and to share who we are, share our content, and share what's going on. All right. So while we waiting for Miss Valerie Harris, Damon,
What's
Mallory.
up?
I'm sorry, I said Valerie, Mallory Harris.
What's going on, brother?
I mean, talk to us, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
Here's the young
man,
lady right here. Just talk to us about your day.
my day was pretty much.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
Hey, Harris, you saved me for some rambling and rattling on, man.
Man, look, I've been messing with the laptop, my phone, everything.
So how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How y'all doing?
All right.
Doing good. Doing good.
We
That's
good. We
good. That's
good.
good.
We're pretty much trying to big you up a little bit. So let the audience know what we know about you. Basically, Miss Harris is a OG when it comes to her work because she's 20 years in the game. Now, when she told us that
20,
last time, we
yeah.
was like, holy smoke, for real? Especially,
16.
oh, you said
Yeah.
16. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was 12
Hamburger,
to start.
cheeseburger.
Look, there you go. I'm rounding that shit off, man. That's real.
Yeah. Make me seem old. Make me seem old.
No,
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 no.
I was getting ready to let the people know this young lady is in her early 30s, which is crazy. And you got 16 years in the game. That's real work right
Yeah.
there. That's real purpose. You know what I mean? But why don't we just do this? Why don't you let us know and let our audience know what something about you. You you don't have to give us your age. We know how women are. That sounds so chauvinistic. Forgive me. We just joking. But your age, family, everything you want to give us.
Okay. Um, I'm
Oh,
35.
okay, okay,
I've been doing this for 16 years now. Um, I grew up with all boys, my uncles, my brothers, and my mom. My uncles taught me everything. So
okay.
I know it. I got a lot of tools in my belt. Um, what else? Yeah.
I mean, okay. Let me help you out with it. Okay.
Yeah, help me out. What you wanna?
Where are you in the order as far as your siblings are concerned? How many siblings do you have? Where are you from? You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm from Alexandria and Culpeper. I'm next to the youngest,
Hmm.
but I think I'm the oldest though. But I'm next to the youngest. I got a little brother. I got two brothers and two sisters.
Okay.
Um, my little brother's spoiled. I consider I consider my youngest uncle my brother. He's 3 years older than me. That's my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. We was bad when we was younger.
Okay. Well,
You was about to say bad as hell. I heard
yeah.
you.
Look. Look. Hey, and the thing about it is, why don't we do this?
Uh,
'Cause I'm gonna feed you the things that's gonna at least get you a little comfortable. All right. let's just let's stay on being bad as hell. You want to elaborate on that?
Man, I jumped off the porch early trying to be grown.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
was following my uncles around. Yes, jumped off the porch early. Yes. I
Hey,
didn't want to go to college or nothing.
so who's Matt White?
Matt, that's my cousin. He was working with me at Coffeewood.
Okay, well look, basically, I like reading the comments in our
Oh, Lord.
episodes, right? When I said early 30s, because I rounded off, so I knew it was 35, right? He posted late 30s. So,
He come on stepping on toes.
Oh, he trying to step on my toes. I'm
yeah,
still
yeah,
young.
yeah.
Ain't no late 30s.
Do you see the comment section, Mallory?
No, I can't see it.
Can't see it.
I mean, to the right of your screen, you should see comments, banners, brands, and private chats. If you click on, she left us. But look, Matt said, "Hell yeah." But basically, what I just want to expound on the fact that when she told us, look, I like rounding things off. You know what I mean? I like doing that. So when I said 20, remember it was 16. I remember it was 16, but I said 20 because really and truly, when it's time to retire, you can round up and get to that 30 if you want to. You know what I mean? So let's go back to it. You told us something interesting yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get your first job? Look, we want to give that person some love and show some insight.
Respect.
Look, man, look. My mama filled out my application. I did not want to go work at no jail. All I knew that it was the police. I ain't want to be no police. She came in there one day talking about, you got an interview for a job. I said, where? She told me where, I swear. I went to the interview, through the interview and everything, and still got the job. But
that was a setup.
Yes, I respect it now, though. I respect it now, though.
No doubt about that because you're good at what you do.
Look, through it, I
light up a Newport.
I said some crazy things in that interview. They should not have gave me the job. Yes. I told them I was gonna put the kids in the headlock, let them escape and everything, and they still gave me the job.
Did they send you all the bad kids when you said that?
Yes.
But look.
That's what they did.
Look, you became the OG. Like, okay, she perfect.
My whole first 5 years, I think I got a write up every week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so now, tell us about your relationships with your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. What kind of, because you talked about it. Just to let everybody know, Thursdays night we do what we call a production meeting. So we get to meet just like this right here, and we just talk, just have a conversation. So there's a lot of interesting things that come out of those Thursdays. So I wanted to bring these questions in. Tell us about the relationships you had with everyone growing up.
We a big family. We real close in that. When I was coming up, it was me, my mother, and my uncles, all of us in the same house. And before I turned a teenager, me and my mom did not get along. Every little girl don't want to listen to what their mother has to say. So when I got older, I appreciated everything she was saying and understood what she was saying. But we have real close family. Me, like I was saying earlier, me and my uncles are more like brothers and sisters. Me and my brothers are close. We grew up in the same house. I grew up in a different house from my sisters, but we still was all close.
Good.
Yeah.
We love to hear it, because me and my brothers, as far as siblings concerned, it's the three of us. And we've been thick as thieves from jump. You know what I mean? So when we bring people on and they talk about their relationship with their family, we love to hear stuff like that. We really do.
Mhm. You know, like I was telling y'all last night, I grew up with all boys. I didn't know nothing about Barbie dolls or anything until we moved to the country. My uncles and them would not let me play with Barbie dolls, but it's just it's good in a sense to to come up with all boys because they make you stronger and you're able to deal with a lot of things having those two and some things you need to know and that you don't need to know. So it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we
That's
don't got
real.
a problem with giving away the cheat codes and all of that.
Yeah.
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 How
It was
like as far as your like personal relationships, I don't want to get too heavy into that, but how did you being raised and influenced by primarily boys and men and everything, how did that like shape your point of view as far as relationships go?
Man, what? You can see the bullshit coming a mile.
See it coming.
You can see it coming. I'm talking about when they sitting there coming up with the bullshit, you can just see it going in their mind. So yeah, you can see them coming up with that lie. So it was
Yeah,
helpful that I knew what I didn't want by watching some of them, and I knew what I wanted by watching some.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, honestly, sometimes even though you seen the bullshit coming, didn't you just tell yourself, "Fuck it"?
Yeah. No, well, nah. I mean, it depends on the situation.
No.
It depends on the situation. If it wasn't nothing serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mallory, let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Brian Scott.
Hmm.
Brian Scott, that's your brother?
That's my uncle. That's the one
That's
that's
your
right.
uncle?
Oh, he's 3 years
Listen,
older than me. That's my best friend.
no, hold on. See, you not looking at the
Oh,
comments. He said,
I can't see the
hey,
comment.
he said, I'm 3. He said, I'm 3 years, not 2. So I don't know
I
if
said 3.
I thought you did too. I just wanted to straighten it out.
He drunk. He drunk. He drunk.
Look, he
Oh
said,
man, you gonna bust his mouth like that?
Hey,
look, the
yo,
funny thing,
me too.
look, he said he had to take
So he
you
in good
everywhere.
company.
He said he had to take you everywhere with him.
Yes, he had to take me everywhere. See, when you was growing up in Alexandria, you walk everywhere you want to go, and while he bringing up everything, he the reason I got into my first fight too.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, yes. But he had to take me everywhere that he went when he was coming up.
And that's cool, because
Same with us.
we had to do it like
Yeah.
me and Damon.
Mm,
We're 1 year apart, right? And Jaquari
mm,
is 8 years apart from me and 7 with Damon. So our mother and father was like, hey, take him with you and you bet not dog him.
yeah.
Not
That was
dogging
the orders. That was the orders right there. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
Jaquari was always with us. So he always been that more mature type of guy because we was older and he just followed suit with us. You know what I mean?
mm,
It's kind of why he's the person he is today. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
Look, the only problem we had with Jacroy when we had to take him with us, we be at the court playing ball or something. He'd get hungry and he'd walk home by himself.
hell yeah. He had us scared to go home because we looking around the whole damn neighborhood for him.
Right.
And he's
He
sitting at
ain't
the
bust
crib.
up.
Yeah, look, he's sitting at the crib with our dad. We get to the house. We
Mm,
were looking for him for hours. Like, yo, where the fuck is he at? Right? Then we get to the door. Me and Damon's like, yo, man, you going first. No, you going first. No, you going first. He said, I looked at him. I said, hey, man, I ain't going to be the one to say we lost our brother. You know what
They
I
come
mean?
in the house. I'm sitting in front of the TV with 3 bologna sandwiches and shit.
So let me ask you a
Real.
question.
mhm,
Since you started at the younger age that you did, which in that serious profession, I know that was hard for you. But
it was very hard.
describe to us the difficulty in doing so. This
Um, starting in that profession, being young, nobody really took you serious, and you had to prove yourself a lot of times. Especially being a young black female working in that facility, in any facility, you have to prove yourself. So to make sure that when you're a young female and you have the ability to get people to listen to you and to have control over things, you have to worry about people making accusations and things like that. So you have to carry yourself a certain way. And being that I started when I was 20, I was still immature. So I always wanted to fight. Every time something was going on, I had to be there. I wanted to fight. I wanted to be in the middle of it. When I learned the moves in the academy, I went home and practiced them on my uncles and brothers.
You asking like, are you fucked up? You hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that shit
Yeah.
work.
So yes, it worked. It worked. And then like witnessing a lot of things and seeing how the justice system did people and how the justice system was, I wanted to make a difference. After a while, after I got out of my immature state, then I wanted to start making a difference and things
that's it.
like that.
That's it. That's it.
It
I think.
definitely speaks to. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, Jaquari. No, go ahead, Jaquari.
It definitely speaks to like the way you conduct yourself on the job, the experience you gained over the years, and
Mhm.
the appropriate discipline.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, Miss Harris is like, look, she don't mind pulling a goon to the side and saying, look, you fucking up. There ain't no reason for it, and you need to stop.
Mhm.
And for the most part, they respond to that. They respond to that. You know, I don't hear them, saying a lot of negative stuff. I don't hear them saying any negative stuff. But when she, when she come through that door, it's a certain amount of order that's that comes up, and that don't necessarily happen for everybody. So I mean, as
Yeah.
far as her being effective and everything, she does her thing. She kicks ass at her job for real, for real.
So
Thank
what you're
you.
saying is when she walked through the door, all the bullshit stopped.
All the bullshit. You know what I mean?
I, I figured out over the years that if you go in there and be yourself and treat them like human beings, that respect is there, and you
Yeah,
have to hold everybody accountable.
that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think, I just to let everybody know if they don't know, I spent 30 years in law enforcement, right? Not because I wanted to be there, because I had to feed my family. That's it, right? So what I understood is every single time that I entered a situation, I'm always treating people like they're human and like they got sense. Even if you on the floor kicking and screaming and spitting and all this, you gonna hear me say in a calm voice, if you don't stop, and I've done this, if you're gonna stop, this is what's going to happen. I'm here to help this situation. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because the thing about it is, because the way the three of us were raised, we was raised around the black community. This is what we wanted to affect changes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So when I first started, just relating to what you said earlier, when I first started, I felt like I was selling my people out, right? But then this is what hit me one day. If I was not working here and somebody broke in my house
You didn't do
and
both
tried to
fingers in
rob my
one.
mother or something like that, right?
Make sure you
And the
pick up
police was called,
both fingers at one
I would
time.
want them to do everything they can possibly do to catch this person. And if they didn't do it, then I'm gonna go get them. But the point is, I would want them to
Mhm.
do their job. So when it came to what I did was I made sure that I understood that I was there for criminals. I wasn't there for black people. I was there for criminals. When you break the law. So when you break it down to that, this is me, my own personal opinion. When you break it down to that, you look at it from situation to situation. Unless I personally know the cat, now I'm gonna take the shit personal. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't know you and somebody kicked in your door or you kicked into somebody's door, I'm only looking at what you did. And we'll deal with that. You see what I'm saying? That helped me keep my sanity because
Well,
for 30 years I was conflicted. I'm not gonna lie to you. My brothers will tell you, I was conflicted. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? I hated to, arrest that brother. I hated to do that shit. It fucked with me. But then I'm saying, well, he knew busting that guy upside his head over some dumb shit had some consequences. Okay, I'm gonna treat you with respect, but yo, put these cuffs on, bro. I'm sorry, but this is what it is. You know what I mean?
well, I'm gonna tell you, bro. When I was with them groups by myself and they wilding out and giving me them stares, I just simply said, "Hey, y'all can look at me like that if you want to, but I ain't gonna be fucked up by myself. It's gonna be at least 3 or 4 y'all stressed out right with my ass. Now we gonna have a good day or we gonna have a bad day. Y'all choose."
Yeah.
I just kept it
Yeah.
simple, man.
And sometimes you got to keep it simple.
That's it
Sometimes you do.
jokingly though, man.
Of course.
But I was serious.
But my thing is, to me, I've always felt like, and not really just really rattling on, I always felt like black men and women need to police black communities, but they don't do that. I'm telling you from experience because it has a lot to do with manpower more than anything. It ain't no conspiracy, because of a fear of a community, right? A fear of 1 to 2 streets in a gigantic community brings a negative light on the black community, in my opinion. When you know there's a couple streets you ain't got no damn business going down. You feel me? But then if you say the neighborhood, if you name the neighborhood, then they see that neighborhood as those 2 streets. Go ahead, Jaquari.
And as effective as integration was, man, it was probably the most powerful weapon used against us, man. Because before integration, we had black police officers, man. We had black doctors, we had black dentists, black bankers, all in our concentrated area. We didn't need to go outside of our own community for anything. But it's as soon as somebody got the idea in their head that we were losing a step because we didn't do business with white people, and we started to do business with white people. That's when we started to lose it, our identity as a community.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Harris, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you was omnipresent and omnipotent, right?
Mhm.
What would you change about our interaction with each other?
As in who?
As in our community.
Nigga.
I would change the way that we communicate with each other.
Okay.
I would change that.
Well,
People need to be
elaborate on
more.
that.
People need to
Elaborate on
be more. People need to be more helpful and be role models for the youth because the youth imitate what they see.
that. Okay.
And a lot of the kids that come through where I'm at now are doing what they see and mimicking what they see on videos, joining gangs and don't know nothing about no gangs.
Okay.
So I would change the way that we lead these youth.
Okay. Anything else? I
No.
mean, because look, you're a thoughtful person. You deep. You quiet. So I know you got at least 2 or 3 things in the chamber getting ready to do that thing. I mean,
Hey, look,
do we need to come back to you?
yesterday
Yeah.
was
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
come back to you. Go ahead, Jaquar.
yesterday when she got when she came on the Zoom and read us all, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For real? I mean, named everything down to personality, and I'm like, wow,
Hell, I wasn't
okay.
even on there 2 seconds.
You know that?
I'm
Yeah,
a
I was like, damn, I got to step it up.
Hey, look,
I'm a
that's
observer. That's what I do. I observe.
hey, look, that's why you look. I'm gonna ask you some questions today. Jaquar's gonna ask you some questions today.
Yeah.
Because you will answer the questions, so that's cool. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Hold on for 1 second. Let me acknowledge everybody that's on here, right? Um, Ariel Alexander's on here. What's going on? I believe that might be your people. Solo Richardson is on here. Andrea, what's on? What's going on? That's my other wife, everybody. That's her nickname for us. You know what I mean? But
What's going on, sis?
welcome to you guys. You know what I mean? So let's do this. In the short form, Jaquari, Damon, why don't you guys hey look, Liz Miles Harris, she's on here too.
That's my mama.
Oh, there
Hey,
you are,
hello.
mama.
Hey,
How you
What's
hey,
going
doing?
on?
how you doing?
Your mom says she's proud of you. So why don't we do this
Hey,
just quickly, Jaquari and Damon? I'm gonna pose the same question to you. If you was omnipotent and could change everything, right? Could change 1 or 2 things, what would it be? We'll start with you, Jaquar.
I would change, man, our trust level, man. We don't trust each other as individuals in the black community, man. You know, we're quick to go and try to find information from other sources rather than the person that's standing right next to us. I mean, we uh we don't have any sense of I don't want to say unity, but I mean just familiarity. I mean, if you have people of different ethnic groups, in the same area, they reinforce that sense of community. But I don't think we do that because we just don't trust each other, man. I mean, that yeah, that's about it. That's probably the only thing I would change, man.
Okay, Damon.
I think, man, the one thing that I would bring awareness to, because people individually bring changes to themselves, you know what I'm saying, based on their experience. And I would bring awareness to, okay, you've done a certain thing in your life. What did you learn from it? What type of human being that you want to be as, because of that experience that you went through. If you come out still doing the same things that got you in that bad place that you were, then that's insanity, man. You know what I'm saying? That's being desensitized towards your environment and your surroundings, and not really caring and say, hey, you know what? It happened to me, so you look at the next person coming up and say, hey, it happened to me, so you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with it like I did. So your awareness would make you understand that when you were going through those trials and tribulations and that pain that you felt, you don't want anybody else to experience that, because that's what you're thinking at the time you're going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I would change the fact. I would implore people to think about, damn, it happened to me. Do I want somebody else to experience that pain and that anguish and those bad times also? You know what I'm saying? And not be a hypocrite.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Real quick, me, I'm real simple. Cooperation. You don't have to like each other to cooperate, because it's a mutual, and it falls in the line of all three of what you guys said. Cooperation puts you in line to move forward as a community. Period. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to be jealous of a situation and to think somebody think they the shit because they come up with an answer that they beat you to. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking in general terms more than anything. Sometimes it's good to be humble. Fucking humble yourself. And I'm not saying because being too humble is a bad thing. Because if you the shit, don't suppress your shittiness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Shittiness.
If you the shit, go ahead and stank, motherfucker.
Hey man, if you shitty, you shitty, man. It's all right.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey, Mallory, your mom told us, look, treat my baby right. She's special. Just to let you know.
Yeah, I know she really calling me slow, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah. She calling me slow. She said I'm special.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Now you could have let us run with that. I'd have been like, wow, that's deep. That's mother's love right there.
They so tight. They so tight, y'all.
I'm just playing.
No, we was about to really run with that. Now
I'm just playing.
I'm not sure if I want to touch with that. Hey, Lawrence, what's going on, cuz? How you doing, baby?
Cuz what's going on, brother?
What's on, you family?
Look, Brian said she is slow.
That's messed up.
Okay. Let's see.
Did y'all hear that background noise? Is that me?
What does it sound like?
It's like somebody's talking in the background.
I hear something every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody's TV. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This let our audience know that what we try. Like I said, it's an organic thing. What we do here, you know what I mean. We're here every Friday at 7:30, and like I said, the kind of conversations we're having right now are the kind of conversations that my brothers and myself have had over the years. You know what I mean? Because what we do is we mix in the laughter, but hey, we try to learn something from every word that we speak. You know what I mean? So, Ms. Harris, let's switch it up just a little bit. Okay? And I'm not trying to get too personal. Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Cool. Now, let's talk about it. No. I'm not. Like I said, we're not getting too personal. But
it's cool.
Explain to us your view, because the reason why I'm asking this question because everyone has a very extreme view. Men and women have a very extreme view of dating in this time, right? And we respect your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Give us your perspective, because this is strong perspective on dating in 2022.
Hey, before you start, keep in mind all three of us is married and we don't know what the hell is going on.
We don't know.
We learning from you right now.
Oh yeah. I forgot y'all been off the market for a long time.
Very long time.
Dating in 2022. It ain't the same as back then, I'm trying to tell you. It's a hard date. I mean, the type of person I am, I don't know. I don't stick around long if I just feel like I don't have to settle. I don't have to settle. I'm the type of person, if something go wrong, maybe the second time, I'm probably gone.
Okay.
Probably gone. You gotta find. It's hard to find a good man out here. You have a lot of married men posing as single men, and then you find out they're single after y'all already start dealing with each other or hiding secret girlfriends or something.
Gotcha.
Have you ever ran into a situation where you went outside of what you usually do and decided that you was going to fix the dude?
I was gonna fix a dude.
Yeah.
I tried that once. It ain't work.
No. Y'all gotta understand. You know, Miss Harris got the cheat code, man. She grew up around dudes. So It's
Yeah.
gonna be at least one time that
Yeah.
you get tricked. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I got tricked. I done got catfish and everything.
Oh,
You know how when you go to the club, they look good in the club, but when you see them in the daytime,
mm.
it ain't the
Oh,
same.
so did you have on bear goggles?
Yep, I did. I did. I
Well,
did.
you can't blame him for that.
So I'm like, yeah, you was cute at the club.
I know. They say
Hey,
they say men shallow, but women shallow too.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me see. Me personally, like I said, either Damon or Ja'Cory just said. No, you said it. We've been off the market for a long time, but
Mhm.
what I can say about me and my brothers is we have common sense,
Then make
right?
sure, just to make sure they
So
match, line your fingers up.
I'm gonna play a little advocate right here. If I was
You
single
have to
this day
go
and time,
however short you want them.
I think
Use
that I would
that,
have more mileage.
use that,
I
that
would get
one.
more mileage out of telling the truth, what I
Okay.
want, where I want, and where I am, right? Because I can honestly say, because I'm an old head, I'm 57. I can honestly say I don't have the energy to keep up with a story. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So I laugh at my single friends and they'll call me and talk to me about some stuff. And I say, yo, they believe that? You know what I'm saying? But see, here's the thing, and this is really why I even brought it up. Is it that you want to believe it? The delivery might be some bullshit, but you find yourself wanting to believe it. Do you have an opinion about that?
Speaking for other people,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
speaking, I gotta say that first. Speaking for other people, because me, I'm not gonna believe it, but some females do believe it because they in love with the thought of
Okay,
you
I got you.
or the thought of what you portray yourself to be. But a lot of men do make themselves to be somebody else in the beginning, then change up in the middle. Females do too, but
Okay,
I don't. Nah. Mm-mm.
okay. Jaquari, Damon, from your limited real time experience,
Mhm.
do you have a opinion about this as far as because you know what I think this is, and I don't know if you guys agree or not. It's about actual personal relationships more than anything. You believe what you want to believe.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be telling the truth about I'm this and I'm so and so, right?
Mm.
But then within that conversation, they might be lying, and you see that crack. Do you ignore that crack? What do you think, Jaquari, as far as you know that?
It all depends on, man. Even this day, even though I don't hunt no more, man. But like, I enjoy liars. I enjoy liars. Liars don't bother me because I can see a lie coming from a mile away. Entertain me. Tell me what you got. Yeah. I got this. I'm so and so. I'm this. I'm that. Okay, that's cool. I'll entertain that. Here. But at some point in time, man, be it a male or a female I'm talking to, you're gonna have to give me the real. You're gonna have to give me the real because I can get it out. So I've had situations where people, like at work, whatever job I might be at, people would approach me and say, "Well, why are you fucking with this person? They ain't doing nothing but lying." I know they're lying. I know that. I get it. But people who lie have a sense that they want to impress you. So go ahead, shoot your shot. I'm not risking anything by standing there listening. But when you delve into the world of relationships, I mean, my approach was pretty much the same as Mrs. Harris is. I mean, you had a couple of times to miss the mark on what of the person you presented yourself to be, and then
Mhm.
I'm gonna cut you loose. I'm gonna cut you loose. My issue was I just might not always tell you when I cut you loose. But if you
Yeah.
lying to me, yeah, if you lying to me, then that fair exchange ain't no robbery.
No doubt.
You know.
I,
So,
I
yeah.
think that I think that the best relationships is the ones that start out as friendship.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Because there's no
That's real.
expectations but a friendship. Damon, what do you think?
Yo, listen here, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man.
And then put
As
pressure on
far as noticing somebody lying and all that stuff,
it.
yeah, you had a choice to deal with it. But when things start going awry and you try to play in that game,
You want to do accountability.
your reaction is even more serious and more deep.
And you shake it
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you choose to play the game, then that's what it is. But when it crosses the line, then you ready to strangle that fucking person and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ready? You because the emotions are already on the edge. But it only take one little simple thing to cross over, and why even I personally don't even want to deal with that kind of bullshit. So it's like, all right, I'm good, moving
Well,
on.
But in that situation though, whose fault is it if
Sit right
somebody
here.
crosses your line?
Whose fault is it?
Yeah,
If you
it's
have,
your fault.
if you are aware that that's that type of person, then yeah, the fault lies within your account. But moving forward, you don't know what situation might. It all depends on the seriousness of the situation. You know what I'm saying? If you engage with a person and they done said this to you before, and then they get up to that line and they step over it, then it's not a game anymore. Then you fucking offended. You know what I'm saying? You offended, and then here you go, bring it up the first time. You know what I'm saying? It happened, and you had to go because you thought it was a game. Because you played it like it was a game. But when you really truly offended, your ass like, yeah, motherfucker, and you said this that time you thought I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So you wasn't shit from the very beginning. And that person you're dealing with be like, damn, what, 6 months later? You come to that conclusion? You know what I'm saying? When the first day you knew I was lying? You know what
I
I'm saying? You
mean,
tell me where that makes sense.
yeah. I mean, since I presented the question, let me just add my 2 cents in it. The one thing that I've always understood about myself is this: I am a giving person, but I value who I value me more than anybody. And I'm not talking about from the selfish vein, like you know, fuck everybody, me. No, I'm talking about when I give you something, it is valuable to me, but I
Hold
understand
your,
that
hold it down.
I'm giving it to you without any expectation. That's it. More than less, more or less. So I pay attention to what somebody tells me. I'm gonna tell you, Miss Harris, and the rest of the audience, my greatest lesson was somebody that I cared about deeply, and I was in this. Yo, why don't you? What's going on? I've changed this. I changed that. So I was so proud of myself that I became a good person. When really and truly, I am a good person, right? But in relationship wise, I was young and immature. But when that person, I said, "Yo, I'm doing this and then I changed this for you," and da da da, and why can't you do it? They looked me straight in my eye and they said, "I'm not you."
It's true.
But let me tell you something. It was so impactful because I only could take that 2 ways. The first way is, "What the fuck do you mean? What are you telling me?" That's real, right? And then secondly, it's like, "Oh shit, you're right. You're right," because I gave you me and this part of me, not because I wanted to keep you, it's because I wanted to give it to you. Once I understood that about myself, I knew I could walk away from the dumb shit, and I knew I recognized the dumb shit. You feel me? Because y'all heard me say this before. I'm gonna love me before I can love anybody else. The only people that gets that extra benefit are my children. I love them unconditionally, right? But when it comes to other relationships, the foundation is love for me. No, it's
You know
real.
what, Valley? Have you ever felt like throughout your movement through relationships or whatever, being single and everything? Have you ever felt like you were in a position to where you was like competing with the person who was trying to talk to you?
What do you mean by competing?
Competing. I mean, just let me see how should I frame it? Like competing for power. For a certain amount of power in a relationship.
The alpha,
Um,
the alpha position.
nah, see, cause I love an alpha male. If you let me tell you what to do, I don't even want to be with you.
Mm.
Mm.
So nah, I
What,
never
what,
competed.
No, repeat
where,
that.
where does that come from, though?
Hold on, Jaquan. Hold on. That was some shit right there. Repeat what you just said.
I love me an alpha male, and if you let me run you and tell you what to do, I don't want to be with you.
I need you to really intrude. Now, this is not picking on you because we hear that all the time,
Yeah.
right?
mm,
But my thing is, if somebody's giving you them,
mhm,
that's an alpha
mhm.
male too because they're willing to give you a part of them and
Yeah,
allow you to do some shit. Now,
Well,
if
it's a
they get in
difference.
that,
It's a difference. It's a
now if they,
difference.
yeah, and I was getting ready to
can,
say,
can we
if
let
they get in
can we
that
let her
freedom, no,
can we
no,
let her
no,
define? Can we
yeah,
let her
go ahead.
give her definition of what she believes an alpha male to be?
And we're not
Alpha,
trying to pick on you, but we just need this information just for
alpha male to me is somebody that takes charge, somebody that you don't have to tell like what you need emotionally and all that. He already knows. Um,
so you need
just
a
that it's just that security.
you need a
Just that.
mind reader. Is that what you're saying you need?
I mean, he ain't gotta be a mind reader, but he gonna put me in my place sometime.
What she
Oh
mean is
wow.
she want a brother that got his
Yeah.
shit together. Is what she's
Yes.
No,
saying.
no, no,
Yes.
hold on, Damon. Is that
I
what
don't.
she just said?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the same
I
thing.
don't know if that's what
I'm
she
trying
just
to
said.
help you out, Harris.
They trying to get me. Yes.
I,
Yes. Somebody who has their shit together.
Okay, okay. Now, but look, we respect your opinion. We just poking fun more than anything.
Now, when I say somebody to let me take control, I'm talking about like if you let me just take control of everything, like everything I say go. Like I don't listen to nothing you say. You just let me run everything. I don't like that. So
Okay,
no,
so it's more or
so
less you don't like it.
yeah.
he needs to leave.
So does it makes you happy to be in a secondary position?
I mean, sometimes, but I say that all day. But I'm not really gonna let nobody boss me around. I just like that he tries.
You just want to, so basically you want him to be an alpha to the world, but at home, he need to understand his position. Uh, You laughing? You laughing? But shit, that's exactly how my household run.
I know.
I'm not in charge of nothing. I just do what I'm told.
Yep.
But I ain't ashamed of that. I ain't ashamed of it. Fuck it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Hey,
it's been like that for
at
years.
the end of the day, when you've been
Oh,
with your woman as long as we have, you just want peace and harmony,
peace and
Yes.
harmony. Shit.
and that's it.
Yes.
Look,
So
but look,
None of
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. When you see, it's a tricky thing when people start talking about beta and alpha males. What's an alpha male? Isn't an alpha male is a beta male who decided not to take shit anymore? Isn't that what it is?
I mean,
Hey,
Uh,
yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
let nobody run over me no more. So I'm gonna be assertive and I'm gonna be this and I'm gonna be that.
Mhm.
I mean, isn't it a maturation process? People that a process that people go through.
as opposed to somebody who just comes on the scene and takes charge. That offends me. It offends me. I mean, because I mean, look, as far as my interaction with men, bro, I got a set of nuts too. I mean, pardon the French. And
Mhm.
you, I don't like. I'm weird though. Like I don't like I'm 6'7". I don't like other. I don't like other big dudes. I don't.
that is the
You know.
craziest shit I've ever heard. Hey,
I don't.
no,
Like
no,
look.
no.
Like I mean,
Explain it. Explain that. Explain that, please.
because I'm the only one, and I do it the best.
Damn.
I mean that
I respect
I
that,
know
but
I
that's
know
some bullshit, though. But go ahead.
no it ain't no look okay all right well that's my alpha coming through look and I don't I ain't no bully I ain't never been no bully or nothing like that and I'm not the type of person that to confront somebody over some bullshit, man, but when you around me, I understand, even if you're in a position of power, I understand, that you are in a position of power, man, but there's a respect that comes, when you're dealing with me, because I put that out. I
Got
put that out.
you.
People say, they swear up and down, man, or you gotta you gotta earn my respect. It takes too much time for me to go through all those changes, man. When I meet you and I understand, I have a semblance of who you are, whatever. I'm respecting you from the from the gate.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's up to you to take to take small parts away from that respect. And once you cross my line, I'm 49 and I'm out of shape and everything, so I don't fight no more. But I don't fuck with you either. So
I feel that. I feel that.
Okay, main thing is, I mean, this is just me personally. I don't even get caught up in that bullshit. Because I done seen every motherfucker afraid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done seen some of the, what people call the toughest motherfuckers afraid of shit and trying to get home safely. You know what I'm
Fear,
saying?
fear is a natural process. Go ahead,
You're
bro.
right. That's a real thing. And if you don't have that fight or flight thing, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I got two girls. I'm not trying to have them be with no nigga that's trying to be dominant. They got to see me then.
Hey, hey,
I
hey,
just
hey,
don't
hey,
I
hey,
just don't
hey,
They
like
got to
hey.
that
see
shit.
me. And guess what? Real alpha motherfuckers move in
Man. Hold
silence.
on.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
just don't like that shit.
You know. Let me acknowledge the folks in because our cousin Terrence came in. What's up, Terrence? Love you, boy. Hey, Chet. This is Hell to Pit, baby. Chet LeVay, man. Good dude, man. Good
Fam, what's
dude,
going on?
football player for Pitt. You know what I mean? Always had a great head on his shoulder. Always respected that man. But look, let me just say this. I like the way this conversation is going, but me personally, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because Chet knew me from Pitt. I was a youngin', just understanding in my younger days that I would fight anybody. But the thing about it is, I'm not gonna broadcast that I'll fight you. You understand what I'm saying, Chief? When you step to me, you understand that we got a problem, period. Because I was raised to be a peacemaker because I had to caretake for my two brothers. My parents put me in charge of that. Even though they can take care of themselves, they also like, yo, if we're not around, you're responsible for your brothers. And I took that seriously.
Overturn my
So
phone.
what I did was carried it into the world,
Jesus.
into the world. And why I'm saying this is because, just getting back to you, Miss Harris, the thing about it is you don't want, and I know your brothers and your uncles don't want this shit. Well, you got a dude who really believe in that being an ultra alpha male. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
No, I don't
Controlling
want no
everything
ultra.
you do. But that's my point though. Think about what you said. I just wanted to address this one thing. If he do what I say, and I need him, I'm basically being soft. You don't know what a dude, really, and I consider us. I hate that word alpha male, but it's just a reference point, right? To be
Mhm.
perfectly honest, because
I ain't not.
when it
I
comes,
ain't no alpha male. I ain't not at
I
all.
mean, because my dad, John Armstrong, our dad was a scary dude, 6'2", scary dude, Mississippi. Complexion of my brothers, red,
Mhm.
red brown. You know what I'm saying? Didn't take no shit from no man. But I saw him love us, give us love, give his nieces love. So he gave us both sides. That's why we can sit here and talk about this shit in clarity. You know what I mean? Because last thing I'm gonna say, when it comes to when the alpha male is the extreme, he just want to be a dickhead. That's it. He just want to be a dickhead. When he want to control, that's him. And
Mhm.
that's my opinion. It ain't the world's opinion. It ain't, I'm defining no other motherfucker. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying to you is my opinion about that is he just want to be a
Mhm.
dickhead. It ain't how he was raised. No. He knows to give and to get. That's it. Yeah, we put you on the spot today because, look,
I don't
you,
mind.
look, you told us
Yeah.
whatever question we ask, you gonna answer, and
Mhm.
we like that shit. You know what I mean? So
Hey, just to, I'm gonna say this, man. I don't. I'm just gonna tell you how I think and how I feel. I don't know what a motherfucker do. You know what I'm saying? I just know what I would do. And if people want to
it's
label
all
that
that
shit,
counts.
they can.
It's all that counts.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm all about keeping mine safe and happy.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's it. You know,
It's just
I
about that
mean,
security.
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Hey,
but
hey.
within the confines of that security, I mean, if you got a personality, especially a male personality, who's got to have everything going his way, just to maintain a household, I just don't think
Mhm.
that's realistic. I mean,
Nah, see, I
It's
wasn't
not.
trying to say that.
It's not. It's not.
No, I wasn't saying no. Let me better explain that. I don't want nobody who gotta have control of the household all the time. No, when I say alpha male, it's certain aspects to that, but controlling every single thing and controlling what I do all the time. No, that's not what I meant by that.
And I'm
My
sure your uncle,
personality too strong for that.
and I'm sure your uncle was whatever dude you was messing with. I'm sure your uncle was pulled up to the side. See her over there?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You would
Do that
lose your
check.
life, man.
Yeah, there it is. There
Look,
it
it
is.
was so hard. It was so hard to have a boyfriend and stuff when I was younger
Right.
with all my uncles and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
That's real.
Damn right.
That's real because it gave you clarity. You know what I mean?
it's
Mhm.
supposed
It
it
gave
was
you
supposed to
clarity.
be
See,
hard. Shit.
look, everyone at this how honestly, I think everyone should have an opportunity to experience everything, so we'll know the difference between it. But it don't always
Mhm.
happen. But just to have the opportunity for shit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like the best thing that ever happened to me was going to college. Going to college because my parents exposed us to a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? They exposed us to a lot of things, especially when it came to our community, our blackness. They exposed us to it, right? But the best thing that ever happened to me was going to a predominantly white college, University of Pittsburgh, because what it did was it helped me to grow into the person I am today. Because I had to, I stayed in high school, I stayed away from, you know, the other communities because I was more comfortable with where I was, right? But in college, I was forced to because I was on a main stage playing basketball there, right? But just around all my other, co-students, I was forced to interact and give up a part of myself. You know what I mean? That's rare.
Mhm.
This
That's
white.
rare.
Right.
Everybody don't get to do that. You
I
know?
got a question for Miss Harris because I've been wondering about this ever since last night when I first met her. You've been working with, you said 16 years in the field that you work in, and
Yeah.
you gave us some idea the type of the population that you work with. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Given outside your personal relationships and stuff like that, it seems to me that you were very successful on your job working with the population that you work with. So
Yeah,
can you give us some? Go ahead.
I would like to say I was very successful. I took advantage of all opportunities that was presented to me. I got certified and things. I got a lot of certifications throughout the years. I'm certified to teach outside of the facility and things like that.
Okay.
Um, any opportunity that I could take, I took. And the last outcome, what I do now is reentry work. And I always been focused on finding ways for people to be successful when they got out of prison because I got tired of hearing nobody gonna hire me because of this or nobody gonna hire me because of that. It got tiring. So I took every opportunity. I talked to everybody, the governor, everybody to see what was being in place for them when they go home. They got
Okay.
so many opportunities. They got more opportunities than we do when they come home. So
Mm.
now when people tell me they can't find a job because they was locked up, that's bull. Because you can work any way you want to.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know,
Mhm.
That's it.
you know,
That's very impressive right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's very insightful. You know, and we appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because,
Mhm.
like I said, our experience is similar to yours. We understand that somebody, it, a lot of times, not all the time now, because sometimes, and I believe in God in this sense, sometimes things is stacked up against you that if you're not careful, just the slightest, not wrong move, but tilting your head the wrong damn way is going to take you down the road and you ain't got no business going down. And if you don't have the discipline, and discipline is not the end all be all, but sometimes just knowing this, having friends and running into people throughout my career and life, you feel bad for people because you saw that they really tried, but they
Mhm.
just wasn't mentally, emotionally, physically equipped to make it at
Mhm.
that moment. But the one thing I've seen is people, if they keep trying, they can grab on to something. You know what I mean? But look,
Mhm.
this is what we'll do. And this is about the time of the show where I told you I was going to ask you the same question twice. You feel me? So here it is. What has your upbringing? Well, this is sort of the same question. What have your upbringing? How did it affect the person that you are today?
It affected me a lot. Growing up with the family that I had, it was fulfilling. It made me into the person I am today. I love to help people and seeing my uncles go through things and my brother go through things, it made me want to be in the field when I got older. It made me want to be in the field so that I could help people who needed the help. Back then, they didn't have the different avenues that they have now. They didn't have opportunities that they have now. And it made me want to be that person for that new person now that needs the help. I mean, it affected me a lot. I love my family. I thank them all the time for all the tools they provided for me, all the guidance and everything, the patience, being my cheerleaders, everything.
Okay, cool.
That's real.
That's real.
Mm,
Yeah.
Now, let me just say this
mm.
around the same question that I asked you in the beginning. How different was your answer since we had this conversation?
It's way different.
Because and the thing about it is, it's not about us recognizing it. It's about
Hmm.
you recognizing it. You know what I'm saying? Through just everyday people conversation opens us up to see ourselves, and that's the whole point. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And before I go into the fumes of this situation, we get to Damon's, speak on the strong segment of at the end. Guys, and Miss Harris, tell us what y'all think about the episode today. We'll start with you, Jaquar.
I think it was a good episode. It was like earlier through the week or whatever. We had a conversation, and you were telling us, me and Damon, about how we didn't really have anybody lined up, and Miss Harris popped into my mind. I mean, because she's definitely got a lot of things to say, and rarely have I worked with a person who was real. I didn't have to, peel away a lot of, layers or whatever to get her to show me who she was, and I appreciate and respect who she is as a person. You know what I mean? So I it's a good show, real good show. I mean, I really, I really appreciate the fact that we were able to put her on this platform, and help, have her hear her own voice, as you just said, Keith. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not every day that which is the theme of our show. It's not every day that regular people have a platform like this where they can just speak, and a lot of times, how many Facebook friends you said you had, Mallory?
I think like 3,000 or something. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
in the thousands. You
3,000.
know what I mean? But
Mm-mm.
when you
I don't think I
consider,
know that many people.
I know when you consider, like, how many of those people actually know your story. You know what I mean? Outside of your family. Being able to give you the opportunity to say what's on your mind is a precious thing to me, for real. And I think you handle yourself well. And
sure did.
one of our ongoing themes on this platform is, once you've broken ground as a guest, it's always an opportunity for you to be recurring. So, like, anytime, you know, anytime, you're welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Mallory, we're gonna give you the opportunity to say the last word before we go into Damon. So, Damon, what you think about the show?
I think that when we were introduced last night, her observation level is was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. As soon as I hit the screen, she like, okay, you this way, you that way, you this way, and I'm like,
I was mad. I
who
was
is
like,
this
what the
person? You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense, because of the field that she works in. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to, because we talked about alpha males, but I'm sure in your position, you dealing with a lot of male toxicity and shit. You know what I'm saying? They coming at you certain ways and all that with not knowing you, but lack of respect. So you have to move in a certain way, and not putting words in your mouth or whatever. You move in that way because of your observation. You know what I'm saying? Am I right or wrong in assuming that?
You right.
You know, and I hope that you could have expounded on that a little bit more. But just like you pegged me and my brothers, I pegged you too. I'm just joking. But it was an absolute pleasure to have you on. You know what I'm saying? Strong woman. 16
Thank
years in
you.
the job that you do speaks volumes about you and who you are as a black woman.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
glad to meet you.
Mallory, you on? You could be as short as long as you want.
It was a great opportunity to be on here. I was telling Strong I'm not really a talker, well, a public talker or anything like that, but it was alright. It was alright.
Oh wow.
So I want I want to thank you guys for letting me come on here. Um, it was interesting, and I would come back if I was asked.
Okay.
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 All right is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It was
no.
alright. My art is good.
No, 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 no. From
I
now
would have been
on,
like, I would have said it was so whack.
look.
For
From now
real.
on, when I hear
And
you
I
say
told
all
him that.
right, I know what's up. I know what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hey, at least when he say y'all Negroes, man. Damn.
Damn.
Y'all
What?
niggas need to tighten up.
No, 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 no. One of these numbers. One of these numbers. What the fuck is this?
Hey, yeah, look, I gotta go. Uh, yeah.
My water running.
All right. Well, look. Miss Harris, at this point in the show, and the new audience members, this is what we call speak on the strong. And my brother Damon, he always ends the show 5 to 10 minutes worth of telling us what he thinks about the world, and it's always insightful, and sometimes it's inflammatory, which is a good thing. And Damon, it's on you. So what you
All
going
right.
to do?
I'm gonna keep it light today, man. But I was sitting back thinking about. I was reading about that brother. What's his name? Jalen Walker. The brother was shot 46 times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a minute, man. It only take one bullet to kill a person, right? One damn bullet. But this brother was shot 46 damn times. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what can you possibly have been thinking by unloading your gun into a human being that way? When you talk about Walter Scott, this brother was running. Both brothers was running away. Both got shot in the back. Walter Scott 8 times, and the list goes on. But when you look at Dylan Roof, this motherfucker went into a church, a place of worship, and shot 9 people, unarmed and all that. And what did they do when they found him? They took his ass out to get something to eat, and he survived. But a black man running away get a hell of bullets thrown at him. What's the other cat? The brother, the guy that was up, Dylan Grindrin, whatever. The guy up in Buffalo. This dude went up in there and shot old people, man. Old women. Some people were young, but the elderly shot them. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker survived. And it's like, the difference is in how we think, man. It's like it's such a gulf, man. It's such a catechism between how we as a race think. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that shoot up, that dude that was down there with them kids, he didn't survive that shit. Once they got the courage to go in there and take care of him, he didn't survive that. That dude that went in that grocery store and shot up them elderly people, man. Why the hell is he still alive? I'm not promoting killing people, but damn, man, it's a big ass contrast between running away and getting shot 46 goddamn times. You know what I'm saying? Or 8 times, as opposed to killing somebody. And the dude that was in Buffalo, do y'all know that they actually talked this motherfucker out of killing himself? They talked him out of killing himself. He had the barrel to his neck, and they said, "Oh, hey, everybody, put your guns down," amongst the dead, and said, "Hey, man, don't kill yourself. You got something." Well, can you imagine what the conversation was to keep this motherfucker from blowing his own head off? What did they say to make him put the gun down? Hey, man, don't kill yourself, man. You got something to live for. Really? Who knows what the fuck they said? You know what I'm saying? But in comparison, motherfucker running away and got shot 46 times, unarmed. So what is it, man? Is it lack of caring for humanity? When it looks like somebody like me? But when somebody that looks the opposite of me go through a fucking grocery store and kill up elderly people, and this motherfucker survived and shit, I don't get it. I'm 56 years old and I'm trying to make sense of this shit. So how the fuck do you explain that to your young kids, man? Somebody tell me. Because I don't fucking get it. you know. And that was just something I was thinking about, man, as I watched these women who don't want their young kids to feel bad about learning about slavery and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between social media and uh, uh, Fox News and all that shit and history books? You know what I'm saying? And history books, what's the difference? The history books, they want to ban this shit. But Fox Media put on some crazy ass shit and they want to support that shit. How is motherfuckers thinking, man? I don't know. But anyway, that was just something I was thinking about, man. You know, and hopefully somebody in the comments or any three of y'all can bring light to it for me. Because for me, it's like, wow, we live in some crazy shit. And that's pretty much all I got to say, about that situation.
I got you, dog. Hey, you said you was gonna be light today. I don't want to hear no heavy shit.
Oh man,
What?
no, that was me just being confused, brother. I just didn't understand. So I was just trying to get clarity. That's all.
Look, and I'm
When
taking it
he said
serious,
he's gonna
but
be light, when he said he's gonna be light, I think he meant he was gonna be short.
hey,
That shit
look,
was heavy as hell.
that was heavy and impactful and a lot of truth in that. But it's some other things, it's conversation, but we'll talk about all that. But great fucking job again, Damon.
Thank you. Appreciate
Great
it.
job. Hey, listen, Mallory Harris,
Yeah.
you and your family, we enjoyed y'all today. That's real.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
real. But we kind of once we met you last night, we kind of knew that the show was going to be like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Hmm.
a beautiful thing. Good job to Corey. You know what I mean? Because look, the one thing I understand about the three of us is we have a very discerning eye when it comes to people. I don't know if we were trained up to be that way or God blessed us that way, but we kind of knew that this was going to be a good show. Let me acknowledge everybody that's in the comments, like I always do. Keith Barnes, former guest. KJ Jones, former guest. Yo, what up, family?
What's
Ariel
going on? What's going on,
Alexander,
brother?
thank you again, brother. What was it? Bree Janey. Harrison.
Regional.
Yeah, yeah.
What's wrong with
She
that?
said, "Hey, Strong."
That's Dart and Strong.
Is
Okay,
it?
so
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, all right. Hey, what's going on, bro? Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
what's going on, Key? But listen, like I said, our first step is we trying to reach a thousand subscribers. So if you new to this podcast, take 5 minutes to go to our channel, Strong Perspective Podcast. Just subscribe. You know what I mean? If you want to take in the content, go ahead and take in the content. But understand something that we believe in everyday people because everyday people keeps this world going. See, that's the thing about it is, yeah, we like our celebrities. Like I said earlier today, we love our celebrities, right? But they just ordinary people. Sometimes, if you can fly across, you jumping 12 feet and dunking the shit out of some ball, but you a fucking idiot, we got to deal with that. But everyday people have the real, true comments on things, period. You know what I mean? So go like and subscribe, especially subscribe to our channel because we want to reach everybody we possibly can. Mallory, stay on because when we go out this live, we always do our little post thing. You know what I mean? But thank you, everybody who came on.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Appreciate you.
Yo,
Appreciate you.
hey, Mama Harris, much love to you. You raised a good one.
Yeah.
You raised a good one. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And everybody who showed up, thank you for the comments. Hey, keep supporting us. Anything else before we go out, my good people?
Yo, real quick, Keith, before we leave, man, I just want to say to the audience, man, if it come down between us and watching kids play with a ball of yarn and shit, spend a couple minutes with the kittens. But come on and like, share, and subscribe, please.
No doubt. Damon, Mallory,
Stay aware and stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
that's real. All right. Thank you again. This is Strong Perspective Podcast.